Hello, I'm Guy Hudson, I'm a physicist. I'm today to talk about grounding sheets. Grounding sheets are really useful. We evolved earthed. We're barefoot on bare earth, and as long as it's slightly damp, there's a jolly good connection to earth. That means there's a vast reserve of electrons to balance all of the electricity in our body. And so many of the biological processes within our body are electrically based that they need this sea of electrons as a kind of lubricant to get everything going properly. But with modern life, working above the earth, away from the earth, on plastic floors, particularly even when we're walking on the ground with rubber-soled shoes or plastic-soled shoes, we're completely insulated. And the effect of that is there's quite strong fields, either in a building or even in the open air, but electric fields. And if we're not earthed, we're subject to them. If we are earthed because we conduct well enough, we're not subject to them. So there are very good health reasons for trying to be earthed as often as possible. So that means particularly while we sleep, but also while we work and while we travel, it's really good to be earthed. I'm just going to talk a little bit about earthing while we sleep and while we work. I've got some material here, which is specially made material. If you didn't know, you'd just think it was ordinary cotton, sheet material. But in fact, it's got finely woven stainless steel filament in it, and it's so closely woven that it will stop microwaves getting through it. So not only does it conduct well enough to earth you, but also it conducts well enough, it's a continuous sheet with a close enough weave to keep the microwaves out. So it's a dual purpose, this. Very useful indeed. So that, for instance, I have a sleeping bag made of this, and when I travel, as I'm electrosensitive, it keeps the microwaves away and keeps me nice and earthed. Now, for an ordinary installation, you put this between the mattress and the lower sheet, almost like a mattress cover. And you never really see it until you make the bed. It's very low impact. And you plug this kind of plug in. So notice that there's an earthing wire coming here and only connects to the earthing terminal here, which you plug into the wall. These are dummies just to keep it stable. And there's an extra safety thing here. This black plastic that's made of is very high resistance. So there's 100 kilo ohm resistance there for extra safety, but nevertheless it conducts well enough nevertheless to give you an earthing effect. And for very electrosensitive people, you should get used to it and only have contact a few minutes a night at first, and then increase the amount. But for the general population, it doesn't matter. And people have said that they get far deeper and nicer dreams, and they sleep really deeply again after you've got used to sleeping with one of these. So I thoroughly recommend them. You can buy a smaller version of this to sit on or to put your feet on while you're working. And so they're just good things to use, nice and convenient, don't get in the way of your life, but actually are very healthy for you from the point of view of electrical hygiene. So thanks for listening.